who says, Rover, you brought it up on Friday, yet there was no follow-up. I want to hear what happened with Dieter's cousin knocking up a girl.
Oh, we can't do that.
You brought it up, and it seemed as if it was brushed over, like Dieter doesn't want to talk about it. What happened? That's from Pam. You know, we did bring that up briefly. You said, Dieter, that your cousin has knocked someone up. How old is your cousin?
God.
Rover, he doesn't want to talk about it. I mean, you know, you don't want to...
I know, but
I'd rather not.
It's kind of fascinating because Dieter's family is so ultra-religious. They're like the Palin family almost. And
they do shoot moose.
Apparently they shoot something else, too. So, what happened with your cousin and this girl, and what's going on? And is this has got to be a big scandal in your family? I'm guessing, huh?
I'd rather not even get into this right now.
Such a dick. You have to. If I have to talk about my family, you have to talk about your family.
Yours is different. Yours is far away. Mine's like all right here. Immediate family's right here. That's the difference.
Dieter did tell me that he was disowned by some people in his family. I think it was. Yeah,
well, that happened years ago. Was it? I mean, now I have probably one person left that still talks to me. What does it even matter anymore?
No, I think it was something like had something to do with retarded kids. I don't know what it was about, but I just know that like something Dieter said about medical research with retards. So his family
that sent them over the edge.
Right. Someone now like canceled the dinner. Like Dieter was supposed to go out to dinner or something with these people, and they go, you know, hey, we've reconsidered our invitation to have you come over for dinner. So he gets a lot of grief from his family, but these are your views, and they can't fault you for that. They obviously don't agree with everything you say and do. It's, you know, it's funny because Dieter, his family is so religious, yet he doesn't seem, he has all these whacked out ideas, but you consider yourself a religious person too, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I pray every day. I talk to God every day.
Even though you're getting a new girl in a bar every night, huh? It's
I don't know about
very religious.
I don't know about that. There's no proof to that.
God knows,
that hasn't happened since college. He knows. Yeah. He's laughing right now. He's like, "What are you talking about, Rover? That hasn't happened since college."
All right.
This guy's on a dry spell.
Right.
No, I think I have my sister. I have probably one sister that still talks to me, and a little bit on my mom's side. And
the other sister doesn't talk to you?
No, not really. And
why not? What happened with her?
I don't know. I don't want to get in. I don't want to go into this whole psychology session.
Now, how old is this kid?
It doesn't even matter anymore.
They don't like you, yeah.
I'm not going to get specific about this, okay? Because it's bad enough how it is, and the more I talk, it seems like the worse my family gets, and the farther away I get from them. But no, he's in high school. He's at the end of his high school career. And so
he's a senior, in other words.
I'm not saying. I'm not, Rover, I'm not getting specific about this. If we're going to do it, we're doing it my way.
It's his last year of high school. I'm not getting specific.
Yeah. His high school career is coming to a close.
It could be
either a junior or a senior.
No, it could be a junior. He's going to go into the Army next year or something, or he's going into tech school, whatever, trade school, whatever. The family's pissed off at me because I had a small part in this. But I really don't think I did. And, you know, I'm pretty close with him because I didn't have any brothers growing up because he's male. So we always talk like we're brothers. And he just said, he's like, how do I get my girlfriend to, you know, want it more? She's not really into it.
He said that to who? To you?
To me. We're just talking. He's like, you know, I'm just like, coughing. You getting it? You know, it's just getting into the whole.
Oh.
I remember in high school when I was first starting into, you know, getting around with chicks. It's like.
You wanted some advice.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted more than the chicks I was dating in high school.
Uh-huh.
To me, it was always like, come on, let's fool around or whatever. They didn't want as much as I did. I guess I was hitting my peak or what, but he's going through the same thing. He's just like...
So he's what, 16, 17?
Who cares? Drop the age. Age has nothing to do with this.
Yes, it does, because a 16, 17-year-old asking you, that's kind of a weird conversation.
How? We're cousins. We're close. How's that weird?
Yeah, I wouldn't consider that weird. Actually, honestly, I mean, douchey. It's different because you're a girl. Guys,
you talk about sports. You talk about who you're dating, who you're banging, if you're drinking yet, and that's it. You don't get into school or your future or stuff like that. Really.
And I can tell you with Dieter's personality, he's the kind of guy that would love to give advice to kind of prove his own sexual prowess.
Ew.
If they come to me, I'm going to give it. Mm-hmm. If you don't come to me, F off.
Yeah, he kind of wants to show off to his cousin, like, look, I've been down this road. I learned all this the hard way. No one helped me when I was your age, but I'm going to impart my wisdom on you.
That's the thing, because I didn't talk to my sisters growing up. I didn't have a male to talk to about this. So I was like, hey, I'll do this for him. He wants to talk to a male. I'll talk to him about it. And he's just, the base of the whole conversation was, she's not really into it. How can I get her to kind of want it more? I want it all the time, and all this stuff. And I just said, listen, chicks can tell the difference between when you wear something or you don't wear something. If you wear
socks,
protection.
Yeah.
Oh, a rubber.
Oh, condoms.
So no, we all been there before. I know I have. When I was first starting, I wasn't. I didn't like to wear them. I still almost don't like to wear them. So I was just saying, I'm like, chicks can tell a difference. You may think that only you can tell a difference. They can tell the same thing. Am I right, dudes?
Oh, absolutely.
All the girls I talk to about it, they say they can tell a difference.
So, it feels a lot worse with a condom on?
It's not horrible, but it's not...
You could tell, am I right? It's still not...
Absolutely. I mean, it's yeah.
Still a piece of latex.
Yeah.
Or lambskin, whatever you're using. So I just said, listen, she's going to get more pleasure out of it. So will you. Why don't you try not wearing a rubber? That's just all I said to him. He of course, once this all came out, told my family about this whole conversation because he couldn't keep it. He didn't want to take the whole heat of this. He was nervous. He kind of
laid the blame on your feet for saying, in order to please her, bang her without a rubber. So he does that, and then he knocks the broad up.
Well, guys, the kids are so dumb. It's like, I kind of meant it just as a one-time thing. Well, he kind of got into the habit of doing it over and over again.
And you didn't follow through with him? You didn't say anything about
Dude, I don't see it. He doesn't live with me. I don't see with him. This is what I told him. When I was starting off, I didn't wear them. I was dumb. I was lucky to get laid. I
In high school, you didn't use a condom?
No, douchey. Did you wear one every time?
I was still a virgin.
Most guys, right, you didn't even do it. So most guys, when you're in high school, you're not really thinking about STDs as much. It's more because everybody's virgins. At least in my school, everybody was just first times.
Or so they said, right?
Right. The girl said that with me, but I know she wasn't. But I was. So I just kind of said, do it now, because when you get older, you can't be, joking around about this stuff. There's STDs out there. Why don't you just try it now? That's how I tried it. We just shut up and quit saying, what, who, 16 or 17, just let me get this out and be done with it. We can move on. This is hard enough to talk about it. So that's it. The family's pissed off about it with me. They're mad that I had this little conversation with them.
Well, that is a little irresponsible to tell a kid at that age, 16, 17, however old the kid is. That is a little irresponsible to tell them, you should start. You should have said, look, you could bang her without the rubber as long as she's on the pill.
Yeah, but then... What is she going to do? She's going to go and get the pill? I mean, I don't know.
That's generally how it works, I think.
Then the families know. They don't know that they're banging. They're not open like that. My family, we don't talk about sex when we're open. You talk to your parents, I'm banging. That's why it came to me, and we're just talking about it, quietly, hush, hush.
Yeah, but if you're going to act like the adult and help this kid out, your cousin, and tell him advice on sex, you sure as hell better be there to back it up and help him out thereafter.
Dude,
now this kid is going to be a father. He's old enough. He's 16, 17 years old.
That's difficult.
Now he's going to be a dad?
Yeah, I mean, you should have thought about that before you. Yeah. Theory's the kind of guy, though, he'll give this advice and he doesn't think it through.
Of course not.
No, I was saying from my experience. It wasn't so much advice as I was saying what I went through. I turned out all right.
But how do you think he's going to take that?
No, he can take it whatever way he wants to. That's the thing about advice. You take it or you don't take it. I was just telling him what I went through. He wants to use it. I know now from personal use, I don't use them anymore. And I'm completely fine. I'm healthy.
What?
There's nothing to it.
So you don't use condoms anymore? And Dieter, of course, known for his womanizing.
Yeah, allegedly. I don't know how that started.
I mean, that's... Well, anywhere he goes.
People listening, all the girls are like, huh? I know this guy's a loser.
Anywhere Dieter goes, behind him is a trail of women that he's slept with in his wake.
Laughing at me. I go through stages. I kind of if I'm dating a girl that's on the pill, I don't use protection anymore, and then it's hard to get back on the kick of using protection again. You just kind of get, I don't know if you're like that. I just get in a rhythm of using them and then not using them. But now I'm at the point now, I'm just done using them. All this stuff about AIDS in the news and Magic Johnson's cured.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, aren't you worried about you're going out to these bars, you're banging these broads, one-night stands and stuff. Aren't you worried about picking up a disease or something?
First of all, I think it's cured. AIDS. AIDS was the biggest scare. Everything else can be cured.
Wait, go back to what you said about Magic
What
Johnson.
about herpes?
Quiet. Herpes isn't really. Herpes is dead. That's a dead syndrome.
My sister has it.
And Jake the Snake. Oh yeah, it's. She has
herpes.
everything.
No,
yeah, but she's a skink. Jake the Snake said, he goes, I lived through it. You can live through it. He talked to me off the air. He goes, I'm living through it. He goes, he says to him, it's nothing. I'm more worried about AIDS. AIDS is curable now. I really think that the government has a cure. Magic Johnson has it. Anybody in the media, listen, I'm on the radio. Anybody in the media will be contacted by the government if they happen to get AIDS, and they will pass on the cure. I think worst comes to worst. If I come out and say I have AIDS, the government will contact me because I'm on the radio. And they'll just give me the formula and be like, if you're an average person, listen, I'm not telling everybody out there to do this. If you're an average person, I don't know if they're going to help you, but I have a little bit of I think, pull in this town with the government and the FCC. I think they're like, we don't want this guy to die so soon. I would get the cure. That's why I'm off. I'm off it. I'm done with it.
So you don't wear rubbers now. You think AIDS can be cured, and you actually encourage people not to wear rubbers, essentially.
If you have some kind of pull, yeah. Listen, it feels better. All the stuff in the news now that people are living real long with AIDS. Magic Johnson's been alive for 50 years. He's muscular than most people I know, and this guy has AIDS. Bull crap. This guy's healthy as can be.
Dave, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Dave.
Yeah, Dieter's right. Like, when you're in high school, you're not worried about, wearing a rubber and stuff. And, there wasn't AIDS when I was in high school, but, I know he's just kidding that he thinks AIDS is curable. And,
I don't think so. I don't think so. Dieter's, all right, whatever, this guy. Shut up there for a second. Dieter has long...
Has it come out now?
That AIDS has been cured, and for years he's been saying that. Just because Magic Johnson is still alive.
I've been saying that for years. South Park did an episode on it, like 3 years after I brought it up that he was cured of it.
I did see a clip of that. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
It was like mirroring everything Dieter had said. It was kind of strange.
The past 6 months or a year ago about Magic Johnson. He's cured. If you have money, that's the cure for AIDS. I think they'll help you out. I just read something in the news now. If you take this cocktail, TMZ or AZT, it cures you. It prolongs your life just like a normal person. The antibodies fight it now. There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, but you have to then take 30 pills a day.
Rover, I already take over 30 pills a day. If I count them on my hand, absolutely. My multivitamin is 11. Right there's 11 pills. Just in a multivitamin.
Pills.
Yes, in my bag. Then you got to take amino acids on top of it and carnitine, all the other stuff. It's already over 30. What's another 30 to me? 30 to me is a joke. That's like Flintstones vitamins.
So you're giving advice to teenagers to have sex without rubbers because you think, oh, well, AIDS is cured. You believe STDs aren't anything to worry about. What about pregnancy? Because that's what obviously bit you in the ass there.
Well, you got to time that out. With period, I'm pretty good now. If the girl's having a period, you kind of know if she's bloated or she tells you. If you can time it out around that, they can't get pregnant. It's impossible to get a girl pregnant right when she's on her period. I wait till she's around her period, and then I hit the boat. And then once that's over, I know that's the freshest time.
What is it, usually about 10 days later or something?
I think it's before.
It's everybody's is different.
Oh,
so like my
is.
girlfriend, how they do their cycle, and you might know this because you say,
right, we got to talk. You got to get to know them.
Well, the first day of their period is day 1. So you're saying those first days are the safest, but my girlfriend got pregnant like at the end of her period, which was like day 6 or 7. Mm-hmm. Everybody's different. So you can't sit there and tell me that.
Wait, day 1, but the end of her period was 6 or 7?
7 days later? How long is this? I think she's just using that as an excuse to get out of sex with her husband.
Her period was 4 days, 3 days later.
That's a heavy one. That's a heavy flow day.
I'm saying, bottom line, I'm not going to get into periods with you.
No, go.
The bottom line is you can't tell when someone's cycle is and how long and when they're fertile.
If you're around a girl, all over, laying around, know when she's on her...
I know, but you don't know when she could get pregnant, and you're going to have a kid out there before you know it.
There's the rhythm thing, too.
Oh,
it's a time up the rhythm of...
Oh, my God. Come on.
It's hard to say, but...
Seriously, I don't need you to say it. You're just an idiot.
Let me go to, let's see here. Let me go to James. You're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, James.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Rover, this should be a lesson for all the kids out there. Dieter, don't do steroids and always wear your football helmet. Because you are way out there, brother.
Yeah, really. And not only
doesn't matter anymore.
Forget the football helmet, other helmets, too.
What, you want a kid?
No, dude, no, I don't want one. But like I'm saying, this is pretty much, it's foolproof. It's 99%. What are condoms? 99%? The pill's what, 95%?
No.
If this way's done right,
my
the
God.
pill's not 100%, dude. I don't care what you say. It's not. I know this guy. I'll never forget him. He was wearing rubbers, and the girl was on the pill in my college, in my frat, and she got knocked up. Still. And you would think that, what, that's 200% condoms and the pill is about 195%. You won't get pregnant. She still got pregnant.
There's no. Yeah. So someone was.
Let me go to Tim. You're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Tim.
What's up, Rover?
Yo!
What's up, Peter?
Yo!
Hey, man, I am 23 years old, and I have 2 kids of my own. And I tell you, it is not easy. I work 2 jobs, man, and I cannot imagine being in high school and having a kid.
And are you saying that this is why you should wear rubbers so you don't end up in the same boat as you, Tim?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got a really good job for my full-time job, and I tell you, it's still not easy.
And you still are probably strapped for cash. These kids are always needing things, going to the doctor, food, and daycare, and all that,
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly. I got $20 in my name right now.
20?
Oh, man.
That's it. I mean, I'll get more money, but, what are you going to do?
Yes. So this is what you have destined your cousin to a life of, Dieter, having a kid at the age of 16 or 17.
This guy says he has 2.
He's 22 years old. Your cousin's 16, 17.
But you can't. But I mean, that's just so irresponsible to say, "Oh, don't wear a rubber to a kid." He doesn't do it. Then the kid knocks up his girlfriend,
and then you don't check in with him.
Forget the whole STD thing. Look, it's really for the STDs and the pregnancy. So I mean, you combine both of those.
What did you do in high school, Rover? Did you wear them? There's no way you wore them all the time, especially the first time. Weren't you just lucky you were thinking, God, you were getting laid? You didn't wear one. You didn't stop and let her have that 1 second to think, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. You were going to hurry up and hit it.
Was your first time, was she a virgin, Rover?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so you both didn't really know.
So I don't think that I wore one, I don't believe.
Second, do you remember any time?
But I remember the other girls that I was having sex with.
Porn star, you didn't wear one. You're talking to me about STDs?
Did you not wear one with the porn star?
No way. If you're getting drunk and stuff, you probably forgot.
Oh, you're filthy.
No, I think that I did.
Oh, my God.
I don't know about every time, but
You are filthy.
You're preaching to me about STDs?
Disgusting, Rover. Seriously, you didn't wear a condom every time you banged the porn star?
Stuff. I mean, when you're... Haven't you been in relationships, you're banging over and over? Stuff happens. You get drunk and get in the moment. You don't always have one on hand.
God, that's gross.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, though, in high school, they had me so afraid of AIDS and everything.
Exactly. I went through that. Yeah, they teach you health class.
Yeah, and that I was, I was real worried about that. So I think I did use rubbers a lot.
Oh, sure. Majority
all
of the time, too.
But when you're that young, Rover, and your older cousin, who he probably looks up to, a football player on the
yeah.
Right, puke. You're going to listen to what this guy says. And if Dieter says, hey, dude, it feels better, don't use a condom, the kid's not going to use a condom. And now he's pregnant, so you should take that kid. You should pay for financial support. You should do something.
You get the F out of here. All the times I had conversations with people about drugs, and they say, oh, heroin, you do it. It's like white heaven. It's the best thing on earth. And they said it was the best thing. Did I go and do it? No. I just listened to the experience.
He's 16 years old.
I did the same thing. Dude, he's not 16. He's over 16 years old.
17?
He's not a 5-year-old kid. We just had a conversation about what I did in the past that he's going through. He didn't have to take it. I just said try it one time,
Oh, my
It's
God.
foolproof. Listen, if you're around a girl, you could smell. They have hormones. If you're, going head to toe, you could smell the hormones coming out, and you can know if she's in the fertile zone or not.
So he didn't,
I know right away. You'll never forget that.
Can you smell me right now? Can you tell where I'm at in my cycle?
For the past 3 weeks, it smells like you've been ragging. So I don't know if you're in or out. You're a weird story.
You just smell like garlic, bitch. I can't tell. Troy, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Troy.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about it. I heard you guys. I'm driving down the freeway on my way to work, and I heard you guys talking about AIDS being a cure for AIDS. And I absolutely believe that there's a cure for AIDS and cancer both. I mean,
cancer too.
Well, why would they give us the cure for AIDS and cancer then?
you got to think. I mean, if you look at how much money these pharmaceutical and drug companies are making, I mean, if you look at the stock market, these drug companies and pharmaceutical companies are pulling in billions of dollars every year.
Don't you think they would make more if one of them had the cure for cancer? People would pay anything for that. Don't you think they would make more money with the cure?
I don't know. I don't think they'd make as much as they're making with the drugs and everything that people are using. I mean, you have to think about the drugs, the pain. I mean, they had my dad right before he passed away. They had him on so many different kinds of drugs, and these different nursing care centers that I go to. I work through hospice. I work for a company that goes through hospice, and I see so many medications coming in and out of these homes. People are taking medication. I mean, they're raking in serious cash.
If they cure you, it's done. You don't keep paying money. But if you're on this cocktail for life, you're paying your entire life for it. So that's why they don't come out with the cure unless you have the money, unless you're in the media, unless you're Magic Johnson.
Well, why would they cure you if you're in the media? That doesn't make any sense.
This place is making a lot of money. And that's what I say. I mean, it influences a lot of people.
Jack, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Jack.
Hi, it's CLY.
Yo, Arbe, what's up?
Not much. I've been listening to you guys for years. I want to say this is the dumbest thing I have ever heard Dieter say. I mean, my best friend was pre-med, about to be a doctor, until he decided to have Dieter's mentality, and now he is working 2 dead-end jobs just to pay to keep a rugrat taken care of that he never wanted in the first place.
Oh.
You know what? I don't blame just Dieter for this. You know who else I blame? I blame the religious, don't teach your kids anything about sex attitude of the family for this. You know why I've been able to, live that kind of, go out to the bar, hook up with a chick lifestyle and not have kids and not make these kind of mistakes and not get diseases? Because my parents taught me what condoms were and they taught me how to use it. Because all this abstinence-only stuff, it really just keeps kids in the dark. And, if you forbid a kid to do something, they just don't want to do it twice as much.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Sarah Palin thing with how religious they are and, abstinence only. They won't teach about sex ed. She doesn't want to teach about condom use. And then her own daughter gets knocked up at the age of 17. So and
she'll say children are a blessing or this, that, or the other. But what people don't really understand about Sarah Palin, this woman is the governor of Alaska. Even if she loses this, which, she may or may not, even if she loses it, she is not hurting for money. She is not, her daughter is not going to be the single mother out on her own working 2.5 jobs, doing God knows what to keep her kids fed. People can't really look at that and say, well, Sarah Palin's daughter did it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
And on top of Dieter himself, if he likes the lifestyle that he leads, if he likes being able to go to the bar when he wants, if he likes being able to go watch a football game when he wants, if he has a kid, that grinds to a halt.
Not if you bring the kid.
I don't think you can bring the kid to the bar, Dieter. I know my mom was telling me, he was talking about single parents. My mom had me when she was 17 years old. And she told me yesterday, I said, Mom, how long were you in labor with me? And she goes, I was only in labor for like an hour or something.
Really?
I go, really? That's quick. She goes, yeah. She goes, actually, it was about 10 days early. You weren't due for another 10 days. I went to the hospital because I wasn't feeling well. I didn't know that I was in labor. I went in there and I said, look, I'm not feeling well. I have some, cramps or something. And they did a pelvic exam. They go, you're 9 centimeters dilated.
Whoa.
And they go, we're wheeling you right back to the delivery room. And then I squirted out. She didn't even know she was in labor.
Wow, 9 centimeters ready to go.
She didn't even know.
Wow.
To her, that was nothing.
That's a pretty big... She's got...
Yeah. Well, it sounds like, Dieter, this is bad advice. Now your family is upset at this, I guess, advice that you gave to your younger cousin, huh?
Well, they're upset at him, but they're also, because he kind of told this conversation, he kind of spilled the beans because he didn't want to take all the heat.
Right.
Of course, he throws it on me.
Good.
A lot of it's on me now.
Well, it should be on you.
Yeah, it's totally irresponsible to tell kids not to wear rubber, not only for the fact that they can get a girl pregnant, but look at all the STDs. And I think Dieter's the only person that believes that AIDS is curable. Maybe he's not the only person. I guess a lot of people agree with that. But look, even if it is, I wouldn't want to have it. And it doesn't make any sense that, It's just ridiculous that all of his theories about why people. Well, if you're in the media, they give you the cure, like Magic Johnson. That doesn't even make any sense. Why? That doesn't even compute.
Well, then I get it. The listeners know, hey, he had it. He's okay. Then if they get it,
they won't be okay because they're not on the air.
Yeah. Right, and then the drug companies make all this money off that. They make a fortune because if somebody hears that and they get it, they have to pay all this money for it.
Wait a second. So
they should be on these drugs forever then. So you have to pay forever. These cocktails for life.
So that's why they say. So they go to Dieter. Dieter gets AIDS.
Right.
And then you believe that, let's pretend that you got AIDS last night, okay?
Oh,
or
God.
HIV.
God.
You don't have AIDS yet, but you got AIDS. You were infected with HIV.
God help me.
So you believe then you come on the radio, you go, I have HIV. And then
I stand up.
And then what happens? The government contacts you?
Immediately. I probably get a phone call.
And they say,
late at
look,
night.
we have the cure.
Yeah, let's meet downtown. Meet somewhere. I'll give you this cocktail.
And they give you the cure.
Right.
You live happily ever after.
Right. I come on there.
Then listeners of the show, for years later, they go, look, Dieter had HIV, AIDS, whatever. He's just fine, just like Magic Johnson.
He's just paying for these drugs, so
it's okay. I don't have to worry about it.
Right. As long as I could pay like he did.
So then they go and they get AIDS. They don't get the cure, though.
No.
And they have to pay all this money to the drug companies, then.
Yeah.
And that's who the drug companies are all behind this.
They make a fortune off that.
Wow, that makes clear sense to
me.
me.
That's
God bless you.
Perfect.